Going to be another fun matchup in the women's division.
Here are the numbers, the tail of the tape, powered by Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino at 31 years old. Clark, 8 years older than the young gun, 23-year-old Lopez. Both fighters made weight, but it's Clark who is 2 inches taller and 2.5 inches longer in the reach department. Once again, here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the LFA 177 co-main event tonight on UFC Fight Pass, and is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds for the LFA Women's Flyweight World Championship. Brought to you tonight by the Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino. Nothing else comes close. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This grappler stands 5'4", weighed in 124.8 pounds. Shows a professional record, 5 wins, 0 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout and 3 by way of submission. Representing our play, fighting out of Brasilia by way of Caldas Novas, Goiás, Brazil, Thaiany Lopes. Her opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist standing 5'6", weighed in 125 pounds. She is 4-0 as a professional, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Lethbridge Police, fighting out of Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada, Shannon Clark. Your referee, Matt Rocca.
All right, we went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do so now, and make your way back to your corners.
First World Championship title fight here at LFA 177. Shannon Clark from Canada. Huge opportunity for the 31-year-old, and the same storyline for Thaiany Lopez, 23-year-old from Brazil. We are underway. Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds in the LFA flyweight division. Clark with the red tape and the blue trunks. Lopez, blue and black. Kick from Clark. And now Clark coming in. Hit the clinch, getting some knees through, but Lopez not panicking yet. Look at this, Alan.
Yeah, this is kind of a, this could be a big tell on the fight right here. Is she able to get Clark down, or is the physicality and the defense of Clark going to be able to keep this on the feet?
Clark drilling some elbows, but Lopez relentless. Speaking of relentless. Lopez, the BJJ black belt, been training in jiu-jitsu since she was 7. And Clark able to get back on her feet.
Yeah, so we saw a takedown, right? But we also saw her get back up. So, I mean, this is good news for both girls. Bad position right now for Clark. She needs a fight, try to swim an arm in, dig an arm in, try to have an over-under. Right now, she has 2 overs. She's allowing Lopez to have her hands together. There she goes, nice clinch.
The knee through on the break. Oh, nice shot from Lopez as Clark was coming in, but
you're starting to see already a little bit of the overwhelming style of Clark. Look at Clark slapping on a submission right here.
And a few knees as well. She's taking her time.
Clark is someone that could do this style of fighting all day. Just dirty fighting, right?
Yes.
Push you against the fence.
We mentioned it. She's devastating in the clinch.
Yeah, she weighs on you, she leans on you, she chips away at you, she takes the gas tank, the will out of you. she's a master at it. And she already got taken down, and she proved that she can get back to her feet. Now she finds herself flat on her back, doesn't have the fence to help get up. We'll see what type of guard game she has.
Yeah, this is a big key for Lopez, who flat out said, listen, the game plan, I'm taking her to the ground. I have the advantage there against all strikers. She was very confident that she could end this fight, Alan, with another armbar victory.
Yeah, if she could get past, okay, she got past the guard. She's now in half guard. If she can work her way in the mount, obviously, which is a great position, but that's where the setup for Lopez comes from the armbar. She likes to throw the armbar up from full mount. She's just having a tough time. I think Clark's doing a good job of fighting for that half guard. And she's throwing a lot of strikes from the bottom as well.
No doubt about it. Right now, Clark outstriking Lopez 57-4. A lot of those just short, sharp shots. Lopez, though, with the advantage in the ground control department, 1:34. Up kick from Clark misses the target. Lopez, half guard.
Yep, she's trying to push down the knee right now.
Oh, there's the power of Clark, just pushing the 23-year-old back.
Clark's doing a nice job with everything so far. She's staying at a real danger. She's not giving up any position. She's not letting Lopez advance too much. She's using this underhook right here, kind of like a 100% submission, they call this, to flip their opponent. Sometimes it can be used as a neck crank if you have them in your guard.
Clock ticking down here in the opening frame. At least from the striking point of view, a good round for 31-year-old Shannon Clark. Check out the highlights, Alan, from that first round where she punched in, and beautiful transition to the knee to the body.
Clark did a good job using her strikes to close the distance. Although we talked about the grappling of Lopez, we also spoke about the clinch game of Clark, where she's very devastating. What we saw here, though, was Clark getting taken down a couple of times, but she did very well at fighting off of her back, not giving up the full mount, which Lopez is obviously trying to get to, and throwing a lot of strikes from the bottom, which honestly, Ron, that was a close round.
Yes.
But it could have won her the round just from damage strikes landed.
Yeah, well said. Looking at the strike total, Clark outstruck Lopez 73-5.
Wow.
Punches 28-5 and 15-0 in the elbow department for Clark. But again, Lopez had 2 minutes and 15 seconds of ground control. But furious pace set by Shannon Clark. LFA a flyweight title on the line. Sabina Mazo moving on to the bantamweight division, so the title is vacant. And here comes Clark again. Punches and kicking and a furious pace, and nice sprawl to avoid that takedown.
Good sprawl. She needs to keep getting those legs back. She gave up. She's going for the guillotine right here. I don't know if this is a smart move against a black belt. She might have cost herself the position. Every time she gets in a bad position, she's looking for that kind of that underhook there. She just lost it.
Now Lopez in the guard. I mean, Shannon Clark extremely active on her back.
And you know, this brings up kind of the rule. I don't want to say the rule change, but you've seen the pattern lately of judges looking more at damage, right? And even though there's nothing significant yet, she's going for a toe hold. Clark has been losing position on the mat, but she's been striking from the bottom, where Lopez has not been striking. So you don't really gain any points if you get a takedown and don't inflict any damage.
Absolutely.
So Clark could be winning from the bottom. These are some good knees to the rib.
Yes. Everything that Clark throws is with power.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you have an 8-year age difference. Clark physically bigger.
I mean, she's hunting the submission right here. Can you imagine if she submits the black belt?
Picking her up. Still has it. That's very tight.
She's got her in a nasty bulldog choke right now.
Shannon Clark looking for a submission. Tweaking the neck of Lopez.
Oh, my God. Oh, my.
That's it! Walk off submission!
Oh, my goodness!
Shannon Clark chokes out the black belt!
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable! Shannon Clark scores her first ever submission victory as a pro.
I'm in shock right now, Ron.
Absolutely, Alan. I think everybody is, except Shannon Clark, not expecting Clark to win via submission.
I couldn't tell if it was a blood choke and she went out, which it looks like she went out, but it looked like, I mean, she was almost like breaking her neck. I mean, it was such a nasty position, that bulldog choke. She was cranking so hard.
And that's good to see here that Thaiany Lopez is up, but the celebration for Shannon Clark, we asked her, what would winning the title mean to you? And she's like, it's hard to even wrap my head around it. I don't know.
Ron,
let's take a look at it.
Let's take a look at this. I mean, we saw a much more aggressive second round of Shannon Clark. She felt more comfortable that even if she was taken down, she could get back up. So much so that she went for a choke, and she finds herself in this kind of bulldog choke. This is like an old schoolyard choke right here. She had her in. She was even aware enough. She fixed the top. Look at this. She fixing the top. She keeps the choking arm tight. Reclasp her hands together, and look at the crank. I mean, this is
absolutely, that was wicked.
This is so bad right here. I was worried about her neck. She obviously was able to find the blood choke, because it looked like immediately after this, Thaiany Lopez went flat.
Yep.
She was out. Just a nasty. This is a submission that you don't see very often either. I mean, this is just an odd one that you find yourself in, especially against a high-level black belt who finds yourself in the wrong side of this choke.
I mean, would you call that a bulldog choke?
Yeah,
I mean it's
schoolyard choke, bulldog choke. It's one that you don't see. I've seen one in the UFC before.
How about a LFA, a flyweight championship choke?
What a win.
Amazing. The new queen of the LFA flyweight division is 31-year-old mother of two, Shannon Clark, still undefeated in MMA. And what a storybook ending for her tonight. 5th consecutive victory. Oh, good to see 23-year-old Thaiany Lopez back up, smile on her face. That was a scary, scary moment. Thankfully, she is okay. The flyweight title is no longer vacant. Shannon Clark is your new champion. Let's now get the official time. Here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Matt Rocca, calls a stop to this fight. 2 minutes, 12 seconds in the second round for your winner by technical submission to bulldog choke and